Yo, haha, Bill never said. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Mill Never Say, coming back with another sneaker review. Today I gotta kind of wing it because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting a little close. And if you go on the sneakers app right now, I did say when you get the PG4 Gatorade that you're gonna have to see different colorways, because if you look right now on the sneakers app at 3 o'clock Eastern today, they will be doing a release for another colorway for the Gatorade Paul George PG4 Gatorades, and I believe it's like a turquoise version versus the version that I have right here today. So today I was able to get the PG4 boxes. I'm doing this in my car because I'm literally on the run. But when you get the box looks exactly like this. It has what Nike calls the strobo effect. You can probably see it here. It does have the QR code on the sticker. This is a size 13. And for those that are getting the shoe, I do recommend getting the shoe one full size up. I will have a separate video where I do the on feet so you can see how it looks on feet, and then we'll run down a list of features and how this shoe is broken down with a comparison from the PG3s to the PG4s. For those that see my previous videos, you know I do have the PlayStation PG 2.5, I have the PG3 NASAs, and now I got the PG4 Gatorade. So let's just get straight into the shoe. Again, when you look on the shoe, it has this dual mesh design, and you can see this on the zipper system. I do like the fact that the actual laces are exposed on the shoe on the inside. The fact that Paul George went out his way to do this, I thought that was pretty dope. And if you look on the midsole on this shoe, you can see that it says OG 050114. For those that are curious, that is Olivia George. She was born on May 1st, 2014. Let me bring out the other shoe. OG is not the colorway. The other shoe reveals NG, and that is Natasha George. And she was born on November 14th, 2017. So Paul George has two daughters that he basically pays homage to on these shoes. These shoes right here, to me, are dope because I like the fact that you have two ways of wearing this. You can wear it with the laces out, and you can wear it with the laces in. And also, before I get into detail with the shoe, for those that tend to throw away their shoe boxes, if you throw away your shoe boxes, be careful, because in at least my package, I have a pen that was sent from Nike. I'm sorry, that was sent from Finish Line. And then it says limited edition of 500. And the pen reads, head in the game, feet in the clouds, and has the number 13. So if you see this right here, if you see this pen, you might want to hold on to your box, because I guess there's only 500 pairs that came with this pen. So let me put that back in here. Let's just get back to it. So it does have the zipper system. This is what I was talking about, how Nike basically remap the holes in this section. So if you look on the shoe, you can see that the shoelaces can be worn outside of the shroud. Again, I'll go into detail and break it down layer by layer and how they designed the shoe. If you look on the bottom of the shoe, you can see that it has circle ridges for multi-directional purposes. For when Paul George is making his cuts on his court, it allows him to have stability on the court so he can maneuver how he wants. And this is supposed to be kind of solid to the ground. And then you'll look on the inside. If you look on the inside of the shoe, you'll see that it has that strobo. You'll see that strobo design running all the way across the bottom of the foot. You can basically see it looking through. It's like looking through a window. You can see parts of it on the bottom of the shoe. If you look on the back, it does have like a rubberish, I want to say leather pad feel, but it has Paul George's signature on both sides of the shoe. And you can see this both on the heel. There's also a different style to the shoe that I saw from the PG3 and the PG 2.5s. And you can see that the cushioning system, there's cushioning on the heel, on the back, and around the ankle, both sides. But there's also cushioning when you stick your hand in here towards the tongue area. That means that there's going to be a lot of cushioning basically on the top and the bottom of your foot. So you'll have this Nike kind of strobo design, you know, the strobo engineering. So you'll have cushioning on the bottom and the top of your foot. But I like the fact, again, that you can do it two different ways. You'll see this on the on feet, because a lot of people are saying that this shoe was hard to put on feet. I'm not sure about that, but again, you'll see that later on in the video. The fact that you can wear this 2 different ways, laces out, laces in, is perfect. And I like the dual mesh system that he did on this design. I feel like this shoe has a lot of cushioning in it, so it's going to be very soft. What they did from the PG3s versus the PG4s is the cushioning system actually got moved up versus the previous versions. So it'll look like a Yeezy 350. If the concept, in terms of the concept, it reminds me of a Yeezy 350 design where the boost is pretty much pushed up towards the upper of the shoe. So by the time you put your foot in there, it's secured tight. So I apologize. I'm in the car and I'm actually on my way to try to go get these second colorway version of the Gatorades. So we're doing this on a rush. But they just delivered this, and your boy is just like, what, January 18th. So your boy is on a rush right now. But I will have a separate video with the on feet and a separate video breaking down the layers of the design, could compare from the PG 2.5s, the PG 3s, and now we got the PG4 Gatorade. So your boy Meltnificent, this is a nice, dope colorway for me, in my opinion. I do like the fact that they have those sweat drops, those across the Nike swoosh. And then you see that Strobel bubble right around the shoe. And of course, it does feature PG-13's number. That is his number. And then on the midsole, it reads full length Nike Air. Again, which is basically pretty much from the bottom all the way to the midsole, the top of the midsole up into the upper. You'll have that nice cushioning. I'm telling you right now, I had a chance to feel these. They feel good on feet. But again, you'll see how easy it is, in my opinion, to put the shoe on, but it's going to vary from person to person. Depends on your foot style. I do recommend going a full size up from your normal size because of the cushioning on the top. It's basically just going to pressure down on your big toe and you're going to feel it, but it's a good feel. So if you're playing basketball, you do laterals, you do cuts, you jump, it's nothing but cushioning from the time you jump in the air to by the time you land. This is securely tight, and I do highly recommend this. So your boy Meltnificent, can't believe I'm doing this in the car, guys. I'm in the car doing this shoe, but this shoe is so dope. I'm so glad to have this in the lineup, and your boy is about to do the on feet. But before we do the on feet, let's just jump into the video where I break things down by layer for the PG4 Gatorades. So, displayed here, before we get to the on feet, I did want to go over the layers. So when you're looking at the top layer, that is the shroud, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have the lacing system that goes right underneath, and it tucks pretty much right beneath the shroud. And then you have the insole with that Strobel hole Nike unit, and then you have the outsole with the rubber outsole right underneath. I think it's pretty cool that you're actually able to see how this is engineered. It's completely different from the PG3s. And for the fact that they kept it at $120, despite them doing all these changes, because it's a big change from PG3 to PG4, I think it's pretty dope. Nike did a good job. Paul George did a good job. Salute to the designer. So without further ado, let's just get to the on feet and find out, are these shoes really hard to put on? We'll find out.